Kimberly, thank you so much for your video post and for tying together one of our key books, the Procrastination Economy, into these examples of whether or not modern technology, specifically mobile technology, social media, smartphones, draw us together or create divisions. And the answer is perhaps less of an either or than a both and, okay? They can do both of these things. Social media was the great connector, just like the internet before us, right? The World Wide Web. It was something that finally brought us all together. At the same time, the internet shattered the collective medium with which we were all getting our information. Television, right? And we've had these discussions in classes about television where we looked at sort of media history through the televisual lens. And it's important to recognize that sort of the internet changed games. It asked and invited millions and millions of people to hop mediums. And we did. Didn't mean we abandoned the other one, but it started this process, which was already happening, of fragmentation, okay? Fragmentation of audiences, of our likes, of the things we could go out and explore and use our time for and look at. And we found convergence at times. You know, platforms like Facebook bring us together. Viral videos kind of bring us together, give us a sense of community, shared culture. But my goodness, these platforms have also led to some negative outcomes. We are arguably, no pun intended, fighting online, verbally, right? Disagreements, spats, throwing shade, whatever you want to call it, online and in online spaces. We're doing it for entertainment, but we're also doing it out of personal passion, our own ideologies or theological belief sets. And so that is, that speaks to issues we face when we do come together, all right? So if we recall from way back when we were talking about the early manifestations of media studies as a discipline, we always look at Marshall McLuhan among a handful of key early contributors. And McLuhan talked about the global village, right? And he writes to us and was theorizing how something like television was becoming the campfire to the global village. And in some ways, it was so predictive of how we would organize culture. We would be sitting around facing, these technologies the way tribes would sit around facing the fire, storytelling, into the night sky, and so on, right? It paints an accurate picture of human nature, of our practices and rituals. And, so I think there's room for both arguments, and that's why it's an important discussion. And maybe sometimes we gain something by taking one concrete example at a time and looking at how for every cause there is an effect, for every action there's a reaction, and so on. And, so great work pulling that out of the Procrastination Economy. I know this is going to be a book that really speaks to some of you all, and especially those of you that work with or hope to work with social media. I'm looking forward to more insights from everyone else as we open up a dialogue in this course. Thank you.